Hi everyone, my name is Laurel of Mountain Laurel Stitches, and this is a YouTube channel about cross stitch. It has been just a little bit since my last update. I think that was back in August of last year. I don't even know what number video I'm on at the moment. Since that time, I went back to in-person teaching, so no more remote learning. But that came with its own struggles and challenges of trying to catch back up with a lot of lost learning and just getting back into the routine of things. So it was an exhausting few months, but I'm only a couple weeks away from being done with the school year, and I'm really excited and looking forward to that. Also, during the fall, we ended up buying a house. Yay, house search is over. And that was quite an adventure of beating out other offers and then moving. And then, owning a home is like a full-time hobby. You're constantly fixing stuff, making it better, wanting to make it yours. So that came as a bit of a surprise, a good surprise, but that has taken up a ton of time since we moved in back in October. But I have managed to get some stitching done and quite a few finishes here and there, so I'm excited to bring an update and show you what I've been working on. Also, at the end of my videos, I like to have just a little book talk, so if you want to stick around for a book for elementary or just to read to children, I do that at the end. I'm going to start off with the finishes that I've managed to get done, because that sounds like I've accomplished a lot over the last 9 months, 10 months, I don't know. What is time? It keeps going. I've gotten a couple of things done. Some of it is embroidery and some of it is cross stitch. The first one is this kit from Etsy. It's from Tamar, Nahir-Yanai. I'm not saying that right. I believe she is a designer from Israel, and she has these kits on Etsy that you can pick up, and they come with the fabric and lots of DMC threads. I didn't even use it all. So this is one that I did. It's called Reading Time. And I love this. It's so cute. A girl reading a book in a chair with plants all around her. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I think finishing it in a circle frame would look really good. And maybe one day having a craft room or an office to put it in. But I just love the look of it. The other one I did by her was called Dreamy Lady. These are really great beginner kits. It tells you the stitches. They're not that many. Also, you can just look up on YouTube how to do them a little bit closer. I like the colors of this one. I hope it comes out okay, but it's like different shades of blue and black and gold and a little bit of green. And I love the expression on her face, like she just can't be bothered. These two probably took about, I don't know, maybe like a weekend to finish. Really quick. Embroidery, I mean, you span the space so much faster than cross stitch. It looks so good so quickly. The other cross-stitch projects I've done are both by Bent Creek, because Bent Creek is one of my favorite designers. The one for Christmas called Santa's Hats of Jolly Gifts and Some HOHOHO and Peppermints. It's a long title. This was the kit. Comes with the fabric and the floss, which I think is pearl cotton. I think this is on 18 count linen. I'm not a fan of pearl cotton. I think it's just kind of, every time I do one of these kits, I think I'm never doing this again because this is so thick. It's like 6 strands of thread. And then I see another Bent Creek pattern and I say, okay, one more time. But this one's really cute. I love the the Santa shoes and the hat looking like it's snow, and the different ornaments in there, and the peppermint for the pom-pom. This one I definitely need to get framed for Christmas. The other Bank Creek kit that I got was the Narwhal globe. I think they release a globe design every winter, Christmas time season. I've seen them being sold at different cross-stitch shops online, so I think you can still pick them up. Again, it's a kit. It comes with all the thread and the fabric and the needle. So I like that because I don't have to think about it. This one came with beads. It's really hard to tell, but there are some beads for the snowflakes. And this is just a narwhal and a snow globe. They had the metallic thread, which was a pain to use, but I got it done. And then just some snowflakes surrounding it. Another great winter piece. This one I like because I can have it out longer than Christmas. Can maybe squeak it into February. But narwhals are so cute. I also finished a Mill Hill kit, a snowy owlet. It is just a little owl sitting on a branch. Let's see, is it focusing? No. And then I had a big finish just a couple days ago, I think last weekend. It was the Shenandoah by Carriage House Samplings that I started back on my birthday in 2020. It was a birthday start. It's just beautiful. And here it is. It looks so good. I stitched this on 28 count Lugana Picture This Plus Ren. I used the DMC called for colors. That's what the original picture is charted in, even though you can use silks, but silks are money, so DMC it is. And I changed a couple of things on mine. Let's see if I can show it to you. I changed the nose because his nose looks a little bit different, and I gave him a nose job. I also changed the front forward hoof. The legs looked a little weird to me, and maybe it's just more of a primitive style. I don't know. I just wanted to make a little change there. Hopefully it doesn't offend the designer. I just think the leg needs to, even now I think I need to change the leg a little bit, but it's done. I want to frame it. I also changed the bottom of it. It used to say, something about across the wide Missouri. I changed it to say Harrisonburg, Virginia, because that is where I met and married my husband. And I thought this would be just a nice piece to have in our house to remind us of, 10 years ago. Just the olden days when we first got together. So I think this is a really pretty piece. So now I will show what I've been working on. I haven't been working on a ton of things lately. I have 2 big projects left after I finish the Shenandoah by Carriage House Samplings. One of them is Lila Studios Halloween Quaker. I have not touched that in, maybe a year. So I'm not even going to show that because nothing has changed on it. And then the other one is the owl that I have been showing on and off over the last, 2 years since I've made videos. So I did work on the owl. This is a kit you can buy still on Etsy. I still see it. I actually have 2 kits just in case I run out of thread on one. I don't want to get to the end and be looking for matching thread. So I bought a safety kit. It's not open yet, but this is the owl. It is a kit that is in Russian. It's fine. You can still figure it out. And here is my progress. This is on the fabric that came with the kit. That's super, super long. And I tried to use like fishing wire to kind of put the lines in it. So here we are. I kind of need to put something behind it. Try this again. It's so long that you can't even, it's hard to show. So I have quite a bit of ways to go with this wing. This is just one wing. And then draw the rest of the owl on this side. It's beautiful though. Even when I look at it, I'm like, oh, I should bring this out again. But it is a big project with lots of colors that are blended in the wing. And you really have to focus. And it's on black. So this is definitely a summer project because it requires so much attention. Since I finished one big project, I let myself do another big project. This is one by, it's a Mill Hill kit. I think it's a collaboration with Jim Shore. And this is Harvest Trio. This is a kit that I also got off of Etsy. It came with the chart and the beads for the chart. I had to order the fabric from 123 Stitch. It's on a 27 count linen, I think. It's a little wonky to put on a like a Q-snap. So this is my Q-snap of it. It's just super long. But here I am. I'm starting at the middle with the last bird, the biggest bird right here. And this is my start. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this so far. This, typically with Mill Hill kits, the directions say to do all the stitching first and then go back and add the beads. But I think I'm going to have to add the beads in because their legs, if you look here, they're beads. So I'm not good at counting. I'll admit it. I'm going to mess up if I don't put these beads in for their legs. I think I'm going to add the beads and then be just very, very gentle with it. I was just kind of surprised because the leg beads, I believe, are half stitches to secure them. So typically, you can do a half stitch or a full stitch. So it's just half stitch to do these tiny little legs. And hopefully they won't fall off. I'm thinking it'll be fine. I hope that I don't have to move this much. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Is it going to be a bell pull like this? Maybe. That might be too advanced for me. This might just go in my shame drawer with all my other projects that I have not fully finished. So the last cross-stitch related thing that I have is things that I've bought over the last couple of months. I didn't really buy a whole lot in the beginning of the year. I kind of told myself that I didn't have time to get stuff done, so I shouldn't be buying stuff. And it worked. It worked for a little bit. I let myself join the Southern Stitchers Co. Floss of the Month Club for, I think it's Classic Color Works. So I did, so far I've bought 5 of their month packs. And I like it because I don't have to think about it. Like it just comes. It's like a little surprise in the mail. Sometimes you feel like you need that. So I have all of them since January. January's, I don't even know what these are. I've not opened them. I don't use Classic Colorworks a whole lot. This is probably not the best idea for me personally as a stitcher to even have on auto order. I probably should just stop doing it. And then I just like seeing it, and so I keep it. This is February's. This one is March. So like shamrock colors. And April. And May. Again, not open these. why do I have this? I just wanted pretty things. And sometimes I feel like that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. In last month, I told myself, okay, you can, like, summer's coming, just buy a couple of different patterns that you've been eyeing for a while. You'll probably have time to get them done. And I bought this pattern from the Black Needle Society. It says, Savor the Magic. I saw Mama Bear Stitchery. She completed it not too long ago, and I just thought it looked so pretty with the moon and the stars and the moth. I will definitely not be making it a bag. That's not going to happen. It's going to just be a picture. Oh, now I've dropped stuff. One moment. The other thing that I got from the Black Needle Society, this was in their vault. That was in their vault too. So their vault is like extra pieces from boxes that they, I guess, didn't sell or just had surplus of. And I saw this and just thought it was so cute. It is a quote, I think, from Coraline. Be wise, be brave, be tricky, Neil Gaiman. And it's a bag. It's a huge bag. It's kind of like an envelope bag, so it doesn't like have a big wide opening. Probably just the best to carry patterns in this. So I don't really know why. I just got this because I liked it. And I thought it was really fun and cute. Some patterns I picked up. These were releases from the, I think the March Needle Market. That's not the right way to say it. Whatever market that we have in March with cross stitch. I think a lot of people picked this one up. Heart in Hand, seasonal etchings with all 4 of those pieces put in one. I really like this one. It's very pretty. The bird, the fish, the owls, that cardinal that so many people do. And then Hello from Liz Matthews, Berry Patch. This is also a really cute one. This is on my to-do list because this is in DMCs. And when it's in DMC, I feel like I'm more likely to do it because I don't have to go track down like Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works and Classic Color Works. I guess I could do it. It's just one step that makes it inconvenient for me to start a project. But I really like this one with the bunny and the berry bushes. And then I got Fox and Rabbit Designs Cat Magic as part of the Meow the Merrier series. A Siamese cat with a Halloween moon and a fish and a pumpkin. And I bought the fabric for it. But here it is. But I bought it on my phone because I was lazy. And I specifically wanted to get 28 count because that's my comfort zone. And I just found it on Top Knot Stitcher and said, buy. And then when I got the email, it said, thanks for buying 40 count. So I'm going to learn today. That's what's happening here. 40 count fabric. Let me take it out. It's not shiny. It's really pretty. It's purple. I think this is a fat 1/8 from Fox and Rabbit. Tibouchina? I am not saying that right. It's fine. We can figure it out. I think it's a flower. Tibouchina? I'm going to stop. And then my last one is Little Robin Designs Autumn Sampler. This is, I love autumn things. So when I saw this, it's a little Halloween scene. And I'll pull it out so there's no glare. With a quote that says, life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. And there's a tiny little cat and pumpkins. This one I do think I will stitch in the called for colors, which are Classic Colorworks, Gentle Arts, and Week Side Works, because that tree detail, just the subtle variegation, looks so good and so realistic that I definitely want to do that. Even the moon too. It just, the slight variation in color. So those are the things that I have bought over the last couple of months and would like to start pretty soon. The last thing about my videos is I like to have a little book talk. I do not have the book with me today because I wasn't actually planning on recording a video today, but it is a book, I'll put it right here, by Bob Shea. Bob Shea is a children's author and sometimes illustrator, and the book is called Chez Bob. Bob Shea, Chez Bob. Plan words. And it is about an alligator or a crocodile, it doesn't say, who wants to eat birds. But he wants to do it in a very lazy way. And then he has to, over time, change his approach. And during his change of the approach and different methods he tries, something starts to happen with him and the birds. And then at the end of the story, it all comes to a boiling point, and he has to make a choice about what he's going to do. All throughout the book, it's filled with humorous jokes, bright colors. It's just a fun read aloud. If you're not familiar with Bob Shea's work, I really suggest you check it out. He also wrote a book called Who Wet My Pants, which I have read to the kids at my school, and they have just cracked up at this book. There's a great video of Bob Shea reading it, the author illustrator reading it out loud, which I will try to link below, because if you need like a bedtime story or something, he does such a wonderful job telling it. Sometimes you get authors who read their books and you're just like, are you really into it? Are you really? And he is totally there for it and wants to tell it the way he does. It's so good. I really recommend checking it out, even if you are an adult who has about 6 minutes to spend reading a children's book. It's a great video. Well, that is all that I have for now. Thanks so much for stopping by and joining me, and I hope that I can see you again soon. Maybe I'll start making videos a little bit more consistently. That's my goal overall. But thanks for joining me. Bye.